I put all the movie posters
It's
behind
not
you,
even my
dog.
latest.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
We're live. Oh, wait.
Horrific.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, switch accounts. Why is it saying that? Wait, what? What's going on here?
Something happening.
No. Jerry won.
Oh, wait. This isn't... Oh, because you did... Wait, I thought this was 104.
Is it... What did I write?
Maybe? I don't know. Let me see. Let me go back.
Damn, me, Austin, you don't know. All right, me and Jer, every week.
Yeah, you're right. Because you did the...
Every week we have a race. Oh, shit. This isn't working again? Why isn't that working?
Can I edit that? No, I can remove it. I won't. I'll just correct my mistake
So
there.
what happened? What happened?
Okay, so every week, me and Jer have a race to get to the what do you call it page?
Why don't you watch the show? You should know what happens every week, pal. Let's start there.
I'm really trying to monitor the things I say right now, especially.
So we both try to get to the page so that we can. I just saw what the thumbnail looks like.
Tubes puts on the 10 minute subscriber block.
Thing, yeah.
And I like to welcome people to the chat before Tubes does that. Because I have authority. I feel we're tied. Tubes gets me a good amount of the time.
Does Tubes have an authority complex?
No.
We both do.
It's just a race at that point, and I thought, so like right now because I'm.
He can't block
issues,
me.
I haven't even.
He can't block me from doing anything.
I can't stop. Well, I could just block you. Although you're also.
Oh, I guess so.
You're also a mod on the channel, so that wouldn't help at all.
Dude, this sounds like a Cold War.
Yeah.
A little bit. It's a thing. It's a thing we're working through.
All right, episode 103. Okay. It is 103. It is 103.
It is. Yeah. I was wrong.
Episode 103. Over the show. Tubi. Camera off. Nick D. Live from New York City. Jarvis Jerry.
Beep boop bop boo.
Jer, before we get into anything, I know we have a special guest, but before we even get into that, we have to do our regular segment because you gave me a hard time about missing the pizza segment. My drink of the evening, Canadian Dry. I saw you got something special.
Mountain Dew. It's Voodoo mystery flavor, 2024. So is this from Halloween? I guess
this
maybe.
Is good vintage.
Yeah. You guys were trying to say you did your pizza story in that 4 minutes that it was muted. So it's like, I don't know. You guys been missing your pizza story.
Well, we haven't really been
Double McMasher day.
Yeah, it is.
Tubes into McMash Bros.
Which brings us into our special guest. We have Austin McMasher.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. There, I gotta know, what does it taste like?
Ooh, that's good. Sweet. That is sweet. Tastes like a berry.
Sweet?
Yeah, it tastes like let me try to think. What is the candy? It kind of. Let me see.
Candy?
It kind of reminds me of the tropical type thing. Yeah, candy trolley eggs.
Nice.
The voodoo.
It's
cool. I like it.
Yep.
If they're that specific, Jared, when they release what it is, I'll give you all the money in my bank account. I swear to God. If they say it's trolley egg flavored, I mean, Northgate Vintage 2004, I'll give you all my money.
Let's see what the internet can tell us about this flavor.
Simone sent that thing about how there is another Mountain Dew that's coming. I don't think it's Trolley, was it? It's in the text.
It was something wacky.
No, I definitely was like,
it was Mountain Dew.
It was
Trolley.
Nerds.
No,
I thought it was like Nerds.
No, I think it was fucking Trolley.
Don't be making me have to freaking goobs this, man.
Maybe the mystery
It
flavor
is
was such
Mountain-
a success that it's yeah.
Fat sent this one right here.
Wow. Okay. So
This was the soft launch mystery flavor.
This is a Fats.
let's see.
This is a Fats message, folks. So take that with whatever you take that with.
Shout out to
Fats.
the hot tip.
Always on the hot tip.
Breaking news: Mountain Dew to make Trolley.
That Chair's sharing something. Hold on here. We're going live to Jer. And here it is. Here we go.
Should we cut to my breaking news angle? Breaking news. Eye in the sky.
Now you're just loading, dude. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Yeah. See, that's what it's like. Mountain Dew unveils mystery flavor, and it's not Twizzler, but they say it's pink fruit candy.
Pink Starburst?
That sounds like trolley eggs.
Trolley eggs.
To this eye in the sky. Yeah, it just says pink fruit candy. Oh, because the last ones have been Airhead, Sour Patch, Starburst, Skittles, Candy Corn. People guess Starburst Chews, Twizzlers, Sweet Tart Ropes, and Runts.
Sweet Tart Ropes and Runts.
Pink fruit.
What is Trolley Cherry Lemon? Is that's just a flavor?
I think that's one of the eggs. Like I bet go to Trolley Eggs. What are the flavors? I bet there's only like 2 or 3 or 4.
Yeah,
dude,
Jared fucking
questions
pull
I've
up
never
Trolley eggs, dude.
Dude, Trolley egg flavors. I've never asked myself this question. I've been alive for too long.
While just pulling that up, I want to point out that this is our Hotsgiving episode. We are not doing the chip, which is behind me. The original chip Austin did, and the future one that he was supposed to do last year. Instead,
there's just been too many deaths.
There's been too many deaths, and Austin's had some actual stomach issues himself. So instead, we have come together, me and Austin, and made kind of it's going to be a game for the Davila Bros, but also a very informative way for Austin to give his spiel of his top 10 favorite action movie trailers. We'll get more into that in a moment. Jared, hit us with the info.
So the 3 flavors of Trolley Eggs, cherry, lemon, and then strawberry grape, and finally orange lime. So could be any of those. I feel like you owe me all the money in your bank account. I feel I'm spot on. I don't know, man.
I'm doing my own side research, and you might be right.
Yeah, we can.
Unless that soda has the shell of the Trolley egg in it that's chewy, I think I only owe you like.
Wait, why would we want that?
Maybe
if that's how they're flavoring it. If that's how they're flavoring it, that's fair.
That just sounds
so they're calling out
unless we make a homemade one where there's like flakes of the candy in it. Get the fuck out.
Unless it's full of Trolley eggs. Well, but it's like, Jared went so specific. If they said
yeah.
If they had an edible bottle, that'd be
pink
dope.
Fruit candy.
They had an edible bottle. Shut the fuck up, Nick.
If it was just like a big egg,
it's made out of can. Dude, if that's how these mini cans work, because I'll tell you right now, this mini can thing, this is the first thing Trump needs to fix in the White House. All right, I'm telling you guys, mini cans is bullshit, dog.
Yeah,
I went to
who's
Costco,
that for?
and every year at Costco, the last few years, I get. In Davila Bros, you probably know this. I get the fucking variety pack Canadian Dry Christmas edition, right? And they come out with these. They come out with the cranberry one or whatever, and some other one, a berry one, right? And you get the 3-pack. This year, it's the mini fucking cans, and instead of it being a dozen, it's only 10 in a pack. And the price don't feel like it went down.
Tubes wants this too.
This is some bullshit. Make sodas great again, already. I make sodas great again, bro. What is going on?
That's Tubes' platform. Wolf Cola, baby.
I'll vote for me, bro.
Serge.
I'll bring Serge back. Hey, I'll bring Serge back, Austin. You give me a vote. I got you, dog.
Dude, put T-shirts in cans again. So like when you get a soda and you open it, and it's a shirt. You're like pissed, but you're stoked.
That is
Remember
dope.
that they used
Yeah.
to.
Or just like when you screw off the top on your soda, the free bottle thing.
Yeah.
I'm bringing that back.
Yeah.
Once I'm in the White House, I'm bringing that fucking back, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make
Yeah, that was
Americans
legit.
fat again. That's gonna be my slogan.
I'm bringing back Safeway Select old cans. The
For
throwback,
25
the label.
cents. Yeah.
Oh, the 25, 30 center with that label. We all know the Select.
Fanta. Or not
Yeah.
Fanta. What was it called? What the fuck is that brand
It's
called?
called Great.
Fago?
There you go.
No. Oh man, like the
Orangina?
knockoff soda brand.
Jones?
Dr. Star?
No,
Jolt.
no, I can't think of it. No, it's fine, boys.
Pepsi.
We'll talk about it later. Whatever. All right.
Crown?
No. Shasta.
Remember
Shasta
Crown Cola?
McNasta. Shasta McFucking Nasta. Addy, are you here, bro? I see that there's 4 people watching. Is that just me and Jared watching? Somehow it's counting as 4.
I spoke with Twin earlier. He was in a loud environment with Jamie, so we could assume they're lost.
But
they're lost
he would have
souls.
known the answer to that Shasta McNasta. D train late to the party saying Shasta though when I already said it. D Train, get the fuck out of here.
I think D Train said it first.
Good to see you, D Train.
He said it first.
Good to see you, D Train. Good to see you, D Train. All right, should we just hop into this fucking game? Our Thanksgiving celebration.
Yeah.
All right, so you know what?
Tubes in Austin, you're apparently cutting out a little bit.
Oh, really? Tube, you're cutting out a little bit.
That's what Sidhu's saying.
So is Austin. Really interesting.
It can't be me.
I'll check the volumes for here on out. All of you are cutting out.
I think we're talking over each other is my guess.
I guess, yeah, let me explain the rules of the game, and then Austin will go into why we're doing this. His longer, more romantic spiel. We're going to watch these trailers for these films below. And after we watch each trailer, Davila Bros, you are going to choose where it goes on this list. There is 13 movies with 10 spots and a super honorable mention. Okay?
But what are we doing? Like we're ranking. Like what are we putting?
We're where we think Austin ranked it.
Oh, okay.
Austin is going to give us
Austin
his
ranked it.
spiel about how he felt about the
Each one of these
trailer,
films,
and then
yeah.
how the movie actually turned out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we are going to put the movie where we think Austin ranked the trailer,
Okay.
not the movie, the trailer.
This is all
Okay.
Nick D. And Austin will go further into this in a moment. None of this it has anything to do with the fucking full-length film. I know you love a lot of these films, like a John Wickerfield, whatever it may be. Although this is the top 10 of Austin's favorite. 1 being the best, 10 being the worst out of
We're
those
just
10.
trailer. Okay.
Okay, and it's just based off the motherfucking trailer. The hard thing about it, and I know Austin will get further into this, but I know you two know this, we can't have the audio. I can put the link in the Discord if you would like to watch the trailer on your own end for the audio, but as you both know, we cannot play the audio on stream.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, that's pretty much the game. That's the game for you two. It was going to be for all 3 of us, but unfortunately, Austin, when he emailed me, it was a miscommunication, and I now know what the list is. So,
Okay.
it's just the you two Davila Bros, and that's kind of our fun way of making this game. And then after this, we'll potentially do the aliens tier list. Austin, if you want to give a brief rundown before we show the first trailer.
Okay, I wanna preface this by saying a few things. John, you got more?
Nope, go right ahead. It's all on you.
So,
Sidhu's saying the audio is still bad.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Keep talking, Austin. I'm gonna pull it on my phone and go watch.
Okay, this is about movie trailers. This has
Yeah, yeah.
nothing to do with movies. Now, I'm going to say something controversial. In general, this list is going to be controversial, but I have always, maybe in the last 10 years, I felt this. Movie trailers are better than movies.
I think
That's just my feel. I mean,
Yeah.
And my second point is we are right now in the golden era of movie trailers, and I only see it getting better. Now, part of that is because it used to be movie trailers were confined to VCRs, like the first part of a tape, or when you would go to the movies and you sit down and you watch those previews. I always, my entire life, have loved movie trailers. I'm that guy who wants to get there 30 minutes early before the trailers so I don't miss the trailers. Movie trailers, man, they just do something to me. Because they take the best parts of a movie and condense it down into a ball. And typically you hadn't seen the movies yet before you see it. When you see the trailer, you hadn't seen it yet. They allow you to imagine that the movie which is being portrayed is going to be good.
Yeah.
When oftentimes, hate to say it, sucks shit pretty bad. Like so for instance, some of the movies on this list, people are going to be like, what are you fucking talking about? What the fuck, man? It's not about how the movie turned out. It's just about the movie trailer itself and how it can just, oh man, there's a reason I've become more into movie trailers now, and it's because of we're in the YouTube era, we're in the social media era. These trailers come out, and then they'll hit you on social media, and then you can go back and you can rewatch it and be like, holy shit, you can stop. I mean, we see it with Deadpool, like you just stop Deadpool frame by frame trying to figure out who's in it beforehand. But I will admit, on more than one occasion, I've caught a trailer in public, didn't see it coming. Trailer hit me on the phone, got me emotional in public.
I
That's the
feel
level
so
we're at
like
right now.
That's definitely happening.
like
like a trailer will hit hard. Yeah.
I feel like there used to be something about like usually, again, like you said, of the whole going to the theater early for the trailer, wanting to see it. Like I like seeing trailers. I know that it's now a thing of like, oh, that's an extra 10 minutes you can get to go to the movie or whatever. It's like I want to see them because there is something on the ones when like because again I don't really go out of my way to watch trailers, but I won't necessarily avoid them. So when I do see them, especially in a theater in the big screen, you got like the big sound and stuff, that it is like you said, it's all of a sudden like, oh, like the whole Dark Knight trailer of like with like the scoring and stuff. Like I remember that in theaters. Well, I'm saying I do, who knows. But again, it is a thing where they hit in a way where
I bet you
I
saw it
don't
in
know,
the
I agree with
dome.
you.
I bet you saw that trailer. I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
definitely saw that movie in the dome.
Yeah,
Dark
so it's
Knight,
like
when it came
I
out.
bet you saw the trailer. I wonder what like the movies were coming out like the month before Dark.
Yeah.
Dark Knight was
Kinda.
I think Dark Knight for me was the first trailer where the movie was like, in my opinion, better. I remember watching that movie and like I saw it by myself.
Yeah, we saw it
I
at the
remember
dome.
like driving in my car and like sitting in car and being like, that was just such a good fucking movie. It made me. I know this is gonna sound crazy. That was one of the few movies that made me want to be a better person. And I was like, wow.
Hell yeah.
And
Yeah,
why?
yeah.
I don't know. That's a whole nother weird subject. But yeah, movie trailers, right? It's now that we've seen all these movies, it's hard to disassociate yourself from that feeling it gives you when the movie you haven't seen it yet. You're like, oh my god, this
Yeah.
movie is gonna fucking rip.
The audio sounds fucking fine, everybody. No, I double checked it. I walked through the house. We're good. Jer, I
He's trying to sabotage us.
Jer, I totally agree with what you said. I don't. I actually avoid trailers unless I'm at the theater. Because I was like, that's when I want to see the trailer to get me juiced up on the big screen.
Yeah. Yeah, seeing them on a TV or computer screen, it's not
Stupid.
the same.
It feels like just a promotional ad. instead of a trailer.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I want to see the trailer before the movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I agree with you, Austin, and that's why I think this is an awesome topic, and that's why I was juiced to do this, because there's a lot of trailers that, like, I agree, like, I'm fucking juiced off that trailer, and then you see the movie, and you're like, what the fuck? You know? Like, there's so many good trailers out there. Like, but that's
you know what comes to mind first for me when with that exact thing you just said was the Joker movie. That Joker trailer where it's just him standing listening to that song, and then it's just all vibe the movie. Like teasers are the best.
Which
they're like,
which one, Nicky? Joker 1 or 2?
The first one. I don't.
3.
I know I saw the Joker 2 trailer, but I genuinely don't remember it. I think I only saw it the one time.
All right, so let's Austin, now that we've done your opening spiel, let's now just let's jump right fucking into it. Nick D brought up the movie. You have this on the list tonight. Joker 1 is on the list.
Oh, it's even on the list. That's dope.
So why don't you give us your run? Oh, wait. Well, you guys remember the trailer, but let me pull the trailer up and I'll send the trailer to the boys. Go here, Austin, spiel while I'm doing that.
So while you're doing that, Subi, while you're getting this streaming, or do you just you're just gonna kick in?
I'm gonna send the. Yeah, talk. Go ahead.
Okay, so when I sent this list over, oh, by the way, we can't listen to the audio of the trailer itself, which is like a huge part of this subject. So
I'm gonna send the link.
Mentioned it. Right. If you want to have anybody who's watching, if you have a separate screen open, movie trailers are as much about the images. By the way, no shit statement coming in. It's as much about the images on the screen as it is the soundtrack. I mean, but when I sent this list out to Tubi, I wrote down like a brief list of themes and observations. And like number one for me was like, for a good movie trailer, sound and music scoring. Like, if this is done right, I mean, I'll run through a fucking brick wall after a good movie. I mean, you can see it with this. I mean, I've watched this trailer recently, but there's audio. He's talking over it. I mean, the scenes in and of themselves are just amazing. I mean, just to talk about this trailer for a second. I mean, we all know the Joker, his backstory or ish, but then seeing this, oh my God, you're like, this is gonna be phenomenal. You don't know what's coming. I mean, guy freaking out. Man, I'm just getting caught up. Anyway, I'll just go through my themes and observations real quick. So, sound and music scoring. The second one, what, Tubes? You got props?
No, go ahead.
I didn't know it was more audio props.
All right,
Christopher Nolan.
I sent it in the general chat if y'all want this exact trailer to Jared and Nick. If you need it with audio. If not, it's playing on the screen now.
Dude, Christopher Nolan, man. Christopher Nolan can make a mean fucking trailer. I mean, he just makes incredible movies. Actually, I'm sorry. This isn't Christopher Nolan. That's Dark Knight. But I will say Christopher Nolan is the theme.
Oh, this is Todd Phillips.
Yeah, this is Todd Phillips. Sorry, I was getting Dark Knight mixed up.
T-Phil.
This is T-Phil.
Yeah, so that's the theme with me. Christopher Nolan. The second one is Aaron Eckhart. For some reason, I love that butt chin actor. I don't know why. He just shows up in trailers.
Wait, is he in this?
He fucking kills it.
He's Two-Face, right?
3 of the trailers. Yeah, he's in quite a few of these trailers that we're gonna talk about.
Okay, he's not in Joker though. But continue on about Joker, Ross. We'll get to that guy.
Okay. Oh, but Jared, have you been to this staircase in New York? And he's dancing on?
No, I know where it is though.
Here, I'll go back.
Make a point to go to it. I think it just showed up recently in another show I was watching. I mean, is this the staircase of fucking New York?
I've seen it. I've seen it in this game too. Well, here we're gonna play it again. We're gonna play it again.
I mean, just.
I don't know if I'm gonna be doing that link thing, Austin. Doing the links is kind of difficult, bro.
Dude, it's all good. I mean, they almost won
the
I'm
sure it's fine.
It's all good.
We're just gonna we can just watch them with no sound. It's fine. Everyone knows what you're saying, and that way I can flip between.
But do you remember the expectation you felt with this trailer? Like, holy shit, this is a take on the Joker. I mean, what are we even gonna be seeing, right? I mean, all of these scenes. This is another signature of a good trailer. We're getting towards the last half of the trailer, and it's just these jump clicks. Like, it's just these jump scenes. I call it beautiful chaos. I mean, you're just taking in so much content at once. Of course, your content at once. Of course, your brain is like overloading. You're like, oh my god, this is gonna be the greatest movie. That staircase share. That's the one.
Yeah, it's next to. It's like a couple blocks from Yankee Stadium. That when Karina does her graduation, I'll make my way over there.
All right.
Do you think they're gonna have her walk down the stairs? Graduate.
Maybe.
1 out of 10,
She should do
Davalos.
the dance down.
1 out of 10.
We've got to just
Honorable
start.
mention.
Let's just put it at 5 because it's like he spoke very highly of it.
Okay.
But it's like I want to see
Yeah,
how he
so-
talks about other trailers. Just
Okay.
because it's the first one, we'll come back. Put it at 5.
5
Yeah,
is-
Or-
I'm gonna,
yeah.
but I'll.
He
I'll
spoke
make,
very
I think
highly
that's
of
gonna
it.
be. I think that might be his 2 for an
Okay.
early prediction, but we'll
Wow.
see. That's fine with
Okay,
5.
yeah.
Alright.
Well, but if you've got a gut instinct, put it at 2 because
No,
again, you're
that's
feeling
fine. We
it.
can
You're
do 5.
feeling it.
All right. Let's
And then Tubes, you pick the next one. I pick the Joker. You pick. What do you want to hear Austin talk about next? Or Austin, do you have one
talk
ready?
about, I
Like, what do
guess,
you
too.
want to talk about next? Yeah.
No,
I think it's
no.
better if Tubi does it because
No,
I might show
yeah.
bias. I'm gonna gush
Yeah.
about all of these.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have something to say about everything. So
Let's go fucking Taken.
Oh, that was gonna be my choice. That's dope.
Let's go
Awesome. I
Taken.
wanted to hear what he had in because I
Let's go
haven't seen
Taken.
Taken in a
Let me
minute.
pull up the
I have not watched
Taken.
the trailer in even.
Here's the trailer. It's starting
so-
right now on screen.
that's what
Austin,
makes-
how much of the
that's what
trailer
makes
do you
it
remember?
different.
Can you give us what Liam Neeson's saying while it's going on?
I'm putting.
How much of the trailer do you remember?
I'm putting the link
I've
in
got
the
a certain
general.
set of skills.
Share, Nick, if you want to listen to it with audio, it is in the general chat on our Discord. Go ahead,
in a
Austin.
world where your daughter taken.
No, dude, it's doing that thing where it starts out so like beautiful and innocuous. You're like,
Yeah, it's
this is
chill. It's like
silly,
it's the
who
perfect
cares?
life. Yeah.
And then it's kicking off right here.
Yeah. Now it's everything
kicking off,
crashing
and-
down.
This is one of the trailers right now where he gives the legendary monologue in the trailer. So I mean, I
Yeah.
literally could tell you what he's about to do. He says, "You're about to be taken."
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
God! She
Hide under the
screams.
bed.
Exactly, and then he's gonna start doing his thing, right? Like, I don't know.
I have
who
a
you are.
certain. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a certain set of skills. Or he's like, I don't have much money, but what I possess is skills. And then you start to get into the thing that I love about a good action movie, which is revengeance. This is one of the all-time best revengeance trailers and movies. I mean, look at this. You're like, oh, it started off so pretty, and now you're like, oh my God. Oh,
So
God.
here's one of my things is like you said, they give you the whole big spiel of like I'm gonna take you. You took my daughter.
He's doing his monologue. This is
Where-
just monologue
where-
right here.
Where it's one of those things where it's like, like you said, having now seen the movie, this is one of those trailers where it's like, oh, they're giving away kind of a bigger part to really entice you to go see it of like, what if they're
Yeah.
gonna show us that? It's gonna get crazier. And it's
Yeah.
like, that's kind of the peak.
I wouldn't have this on my
But-
trailer list.
So is that a thing for you with trailers? Is there a level of
PG-13.
hype where it's like, oh, you gave away everything, or is it like, okay, no, you got me hyped regardless if you top this, I'm still in.
I mean, I'm just gonna go
It's
with
a
the
2-minute
safe answer
trailer,
and say
just to
it
point out.
depends.
It's a 2-minute trailer,
Yeah.
so like we're talking about
they,
like,
they
no
really
time.
dig in.
No time at
It's
all.
definitely a
But he,
yeah. It's definitely like a theater trailer where they're like, we've got like 8 of these.
but you know
Trying to get through 'em.
when he gives that monologue and you're like, oh, because you don't know what's gonna happen. All you know is a dude just
Yeah.
had his daughter abducted, and he's like, oh, now I get to kill you. It's like it's kind of like Man on Fire. You're like, oh my God, you're about to get to see a painter paint. You know, when he's so chill, he's like, I will find you and I will kill you. You're like, oh, I'm just so excited. Because we all wish we could be this way, right? If something terrible like this happened, be like, oh, I'm gonna come and fuck you up. This trailer is that encapsulated.
It's
He's not
also
helpless.
a little interesting in that it's like, oh, the action scenes they do show are pretty quick cut to where it's like, we're showing you the daughter get taken, but like you got to come see all the action. Like you said, this is an action movie. Like we'll give you the sentimental hook of like, oh, his daughter was taken, but we all know you want the action, so we're not going to show that much. Like, look, those were all very quick cuts for an action movie. It was like, here's a car thing, here's some running.
Because it's also not like a. It's not like John Wick where he's like doing kung fu stuff. Like all the fights are pretty like dirty street fighting, brutal. So it that is coming across in like the trailer where it's like very just like violent rather than look at this fight scene. Like this crazy choreographed dance. Yeah.
So where are you putting it?
I mean, I definitely he very clearly likes it. I feel like this trailer hits less hard than, so I feel like it's under Joker.
But you said, so there's 13 movies, but 10 spots, right?
Yeah.
Now you could, I mean, Austin said this is unheard of, but you could double up some to run the gambit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and figure out for sure.
Yeah, I think that's fine for now. Under Joker.
Yeah.
But
like because again, we're gonna have to circle back. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna need about like four or five of these to really start like, okay, now we can start placing them. I'm a little curious about Jurassic Park.
No, we're gonna go into John Wick because Nick D brought it up.
Oh wow. Okay. Whatever. Fuck me.
All right. Hey. Okay. So before we John Wick, keep in mind John Wick is just another version of Taken. So think that vengeance.
That's
thing,
why I brought it. That's why I wanted to go into it immediately.
Dude, it really is a good connector because I love revengeance movies.
Thank you.
Like just like, oh my god, you just know he's
Jurassic Park.
No, we already heard his take on this. We already heard it.
Man.
It was we already know this, and we've already got a bunch of recent movies. It's you just lost me, Tubes. Just so you know, you just lost me.
Go ahead, Austin.
Look at this.
Continue on, Austin.
Well, it's Keanu Reeves. We have puppies. He's gonna drive. Oh, he's got a Mustang. He's gonna drive a Mustang. Oh my God, look at it ripping. And at this point, you're like, I'm not that interested in this movie. This probably could suck. Like, it's looking a little corny. Oh, cool. The dog angle. And then, like, of course, here it is. Here's the turn, right? It's just like the daughter getting ripped out from underneath the bed. He's like, I'm just getting gas. And then the dude from Game of Thrones come over and says something to me. And,
this just in.
The trailer for some reason.
Sadu said John Wick is better than Taken, FYI. Justin. Sadu. That was Justin, and that was Justin Sadu. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we're talking about Juan Miro versus Picasso, Justin. I mean, we can compare two artists just like we can compare two movies, but these are two different love notes to revengeance.
I do like the cinematography a little bit better on this trailer than the Taken. The Taken trailer, honest, I didn't want to say this because I'm not involved in this with you guys, but the Taken trailer to me felt a little low budget when you watch it. It feels like they didn't spend a lot of money just in the trailer. You're like, huh. Or this movie, you're like, oh shit, this is about to be an epic.
Well, this part right here, right, where he's like, wait, why is he doing this? Like, why? I remember in the movie, he's like, wait, oh, so he's a former. By the way, this gun, that scene right there, you're like, did he just shoot a grenade launcher through a window? Like, sometimes action movies that use guns, and you're like, I don't think you can do that. That's what that was when he shoots that through that window, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then of course everything else, and now we're in what I call beautiful chaos, which is like start slow and then it's just jump cut, and it's just the music is crescendoing, it's crazy. Once we get to the last 10 seconds, it's just my god, dude! And at this point, I'm foaming. I'm foaming at the mouth.
Booty. It's got everything. Yeah, it's got it all.
Yeah, I mean, it's got that one low angle where he hits a guy.
I don't know if Austin mentioned this yet, but I just want to reiterate: it's got Keanu Reeves. So,
yeah.
Can you rewind really quick? Do they show us if the dog dies? Trailer? Like, do they give that away?
No,
they don't.
They do not.
Okay. You still got to go to the movie for that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, holy shit, are they really just going to give the full movie away? Like, but okay, they didn't.
No, they didn't show anything. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of a credit to this trailer.
If
they had told me that they had killed the dog and that was the basis for this movie, I think it might have gotten the Oscar because so many people would have been like, they killed the dog.
Trailer?
Like, so many more people would have gone.
Yeah.
Because like, okay. I mean, if you want to draw the masses on, imagine you're watching the Super Bowl and somebody like caps a dog, and you're like, I have to see this movie because out of outrage, you're just like,
Mm, mm, mm. All right. And that October 24th. Let's go to the
Now
tier list.
there's another signature here. There's this thing sometimes in the beautiful chaos that I love. It's just before the end, they do like a brevity, which is where like there's a stop and then it's John Wick and he's like shot in the stomach and he's talking to the hotel keep at the Intercontinental, and then they go fast again. And it's like
Yeah.
this weird ending. That's I
Like
always love that.
pacing kind of. Yeah.
2 sips. It's almost over. What are we feeling, boys?
I think he liked it more than Taken. I think like he liked what the core was with Taken. He feels that idea was expanded. So I'd say he likes it more than the Taken.
So
but again, I don't know if he likes it more than the Joker trailer. That is, we're not talking trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of this, Austin, I'd like to hear you rank these. They don't have to be, you know what I mean? Like I know these aren't your top 10, but just these movies, like how you.
Oh, we can do that. We can then do we can do the follow up to that.
Yeah, little flash.
Little flash ranking. Yeah, but don't worry about that now, Austin. We'll do that. We'll talk about that at the end. I know exactly what you're saying, Nick T. Because at the end of this, we're gonna start at 10 and go up, and Austin's gonna tell you what his actually is. But let's are we good with John Wickerfield at 6? Is what we're thinking?
Yeah, like for now.
Okay. And now, Jerry, you will get what you want. A trailer.
Does this one have the guy? Does this one have the movie guy?
No, this one relies on the theme music for Jurassic Park. This one,
5 years.
this one hits like that soundtrack. Was it the guy who did the soundtrack?
No,
was he the same as?
It's
John Williams.
Yeah, it's John Williams. Star Wars.
John Williams.
Yeah.
I mean,
I always think Jurassic Park and Jaws first, just because I feel like I like music books, like they're right next to each other. So when I hear John Williams, I think, oh, Jurassic Park, Jaws, like in the index.
I mean, you have to remember what it was like for us. This is one of the about 3 or 4 movies on the list that you couldn't see on YouTube. You had to be in a movie theater or you had to have a VCR tape and go to the trail. Like this one, I forget. It might have been on Lethal Weapon 4 that they had this, or Lethal Weapon 3. They had the trailer for this movie. I think I watched the trailer for this movie on the VCR.
Is 3 the first one with Joe Pesci? Fuck you.
No, wait.
Dude, he's in number 2. I recently saw he's in number 2.
2?
He's
in 2?
Yeah.
Is he in 2?
When I was in.
Wow. I gotta go back.
I watched it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he 2? 2, he's a bad guy, and then 3's the first time he's showing up to like work with them or whatever?
No, he always plays this like slimy fixer, and then like a detective.
Okay.
My bad. I didn't mean to. I just watched Goodfellas, so I've got Joe Pesci on the.
Listen,
sorry.
Joe Pesci.
I personally think Joe Pesci's role in Lethal Weapon is his best role, because it's so opposite of what he plays in all those other movies, and it's hella funny.
Yeah. He's great.
And those movies are great. But yeah, go ahead, Austin.
Yeah. Oh, I just remember this movie was a game changer. I mean, this was what's the earliest blockbuster you can remember of our generation that you were like, holy mother of shit.
Yeah,
and then also
I think it's Terminator 2 and this. I think the big ones in my life, and they're probably like, what year was this? Terminator 2 was second grade.
I think for me it was this.
Yeah, what year was this?
Yeah.
This had to be like first grade because the house we were at, right, Jared?
95
Wait,
or 96.
oh wait, never.
I don't know. It could be earlier. By the way, I didn't realize when I rewatched this that they show Newman in the trailer. And what he's doing, like, they show the spitter and everything in the trailer. And you're like, oh, wow. They don't hold back, by the way, in this trailer. They show you everything.
Yeah.
In a completely weird order and shit, though.
Yeah, that's true. Because, like, that whole shotgun thing, now we got the...
Even that running...
I'm watching on stream, so...
Even that running is after the thing. Wait. So do you just...
It's also really interesting...
So do you just wrote a whole paragraph?
Oh, here we go.
Tubi, can you go back? Can you go back to the movies that they just like? Can you go back to where they were just talking about
I
Spielberg's
agree with you,
movies?
Sadu. I agree.
Wait,
I
They
also agree with the
literally.
Joker teaser is
wait.
way better than
Where'd
the
you
trailer. The
hold
Joker
on?
teaser is amazing.
Where'd you want me to go back to?
Oh, dude, go for about 20 seconds. They were doing like from Steven Spielberg, and they did like his list of movies, and I just realized the third. Yeah, stop. Play from here. They do like they say his previous work, and they one of the works they use for Steven Spielberg is the color fucking purple. Like they're about to say from the director of E.T. from this, and then they use the color purple for Jurassic fucking Park.
My bad, guys. I'll be right back.
8 heads in a duffel bag, Joe Pesci. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, D-Trade. Hell yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna sound like an old man. Where do I see the comments in here?
It's on a live YouTube thing. Sadu wrote a whole spiel about Dark Knight, but before we get to Dark Knight, shit, D just left. I was gonna say, where do we want to put Jurassic Park? Because we should rank Jurassic Park. Oh yeah, you're right. They like show him walking up. And they kind of cut
Dude,
it.
like, I don't remember Newman. Okay, so I probably told you to jump back way too forward. They're gonna start doing like from Spielberg.
Oh, you want
And
to?
then
That's
hit
the
you
part.
with
That's what you wanted to see
I
from
want,
Spielberg.
okay, yeah, from Steven Spielberg.
Jaws.
Okay, Jaws, amazing.
And they show
incredible.
dinosaur.
Jaws, great.
Close Encounters.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
E.T. And then
the
Color Purple. That is a weird follow-up to those other three.
You just crashed your plane like right into the ground. You're
But
like,
maybe that was his highest grossing film. They're listing off his highest grossing films.
Maybe.
They're probably listing off his. Yeah, Austin, totally. Your brother just showed up, and his first comment was, "Austin got the heavy metal logo tool."
But I gotta get on YouTube and watch and see what the comments are. So like, otherwise, because I'm a boomer, guys.
That's fine. You have 3 fucking monitors going, dude. All right. Should we wait for Nick D for this Jurassic Park rating, or you want to just take a lucky guess here, Jerry?
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what Nick thought. Zoom out so I can see where the other ones are real quick.
You have the starting at 5 Joker.
I can see him, dog.
Okay.
I don't need you to tell me. Yeah, fuck you. We can both play that game. I feel it's probably I'm not doing that. I just don't need you to read it out loud, pal. I feel it's probably gonna be around Taken. Like, it's a cool trailer. They do some things, but like for action, I feel it's gonna be like middle-ish. To even make like, because now I'm like just all in my head of like, oh, which couple of these might be honorable mentions, where it's like, again, we got to keep in mind this is an action movie thing, so it's like it's making me question Joker. Joker's not an action movie. I feel that might be one of these honorable mentions. You might really like the trailer, but if we're just talking about action movies, so either way, Jurassic Park, let's double it up with 7 for now.
Jurassic Park.
I will say, I will say, remember, Jurassic Park is outside the golden era. We're in the golden era now of trailers.
Exactly. So that's why it's like Jurassic Park could also be an honorable mention.
I don't know. I like the older trailers better.
Don't. But do you know? This isn't your list, pal.
I know.
Buddy,
I'm just hosting.
I mean, yeah, there definitely is a
I'm not
noticeable difference to them of like, especially how they're cut. I mean, so should we wait till Nick's back to move on? Like, should we go back, revisit anything?
Should we? I don't know what just. Did he have to go to the bathroom, or what?
Yeah, I don't know. He didn't really say what he was.
Just knock on the door or something. He had to run and answer it.
Guys, we have to assume the worst.
I mean, yeah, you know, it's It's whatever.
We can go back. Once he gets here.
All right.
Right? I mean,
Sadhu, this next one's for you, pal.
Addie's here. Sadhu possibly still here. Maybe they can sound off in
so
chat.
here's a question.
Say what they
For
think it is.
you guys.
Okay, go ahead.
Here's a question for you guys.
Go ahead.
So I have a statement here, and I do believe this. I mean, clearly, I love trailers more than movies. I already started with that, but on this, would you agree? On average, movie trailers are better than the majority of the movies they present. Like, for instance, the movie trailer. It's very hard for the movie to be better than the trailer, in my opinion. Would you agree with that, or would you disagree?
I would agree. It's because again, I feel they're taking some of the more at least visually interesting parts of the film and then like cutting them, and like I feel there's also times like that where they'll cut certain scenes together where you think they happen in a way, and it's like, oh, those almost got me. I flinched a little.
I was hoping for a better one. Sorry.
That again, I feel they can be cut in a way that, like you said, they either hype you up or just keep you engaged. Like again, you don't have to go through all the like bullshit in between some of the scenes. That it's just like, oh yeah, like that was like the perfect amount of that idea, that it's like, oh, some movies are better as trailers than movies. Yes, I agree.
It's the greatest hits, baby. It's if you took the Eagles' greatest hits and just put all their songs into a 3-minuter. Oh my god! I mean, send them an email right now about this idea. It would be incredible.
Of like, here's this mediocre movie, but a great trailer within it.
Sudoku was sounding off about Dark Knight, so I figured that could be the next trailer we watched. Plus, Nick D obviously knows the Dark Knight trailer. So here you go, Austin. Dark Knight trailer.
So we went. So you have to kind of put yourself back in when you first saw this trailer. We were going from Christopher Nolan's first Batman to this, and then at the time you didn't even hear that this Joker character was going to be as good. And what you can't hear right now is they're talking about the Joker. They're like, he wears war paint, he's got knives, and that scene right there, he's got stuff in his body. And I remember seeing that scene, and then what you're not hearing is like he's overdubbing, like he's talking, and you're like, what is this about to be like? This Joker looks so good. And then also, as I mentioned, thematically, Christopher Nolan, just as a director, just the filmography is incredible, right? And then the trailers, I mean, look at the visuals. You're like, holy shit, this is gonna rule. I mean, look, that right there, just everything about this trailer. You watch it over and over again for the Easter eggs. You want to see as much of Heath Ledger's Joker as you can. I mean, and as crazy as this is to say, the movie was so much better than this trailer. I mean, it's got to be in my top 5 list of movies of all time, The Dark Knight. I mean, right there, he's just hit me. And again, the audio on this, it's just phenomenal. That's what's so unfortunate. We can't hear what they're saying, but otherwise we wouldn't talk. It wouldn't be a podcast. But damn, this one hits.
All right, Jer. With that,
Tubes, you looked distressed when I was saying all of that. You seem like you disagree with that.
I'm not in this fucking.
I feel that's
game tonight, bro.
I feel that's gonna be his top 3.
Top 3.
So like, yeah, I feel like that's a big one. Even though like again, I don't know. I'm all in my head, so it's fine. We'll just play some things of like him even saying, no, the movie's better than the trailer, but it's still very hyped on the trailer. I think that's gonna be in the top 3 for sure.
All right, I'm gonna throw a wild ball at you.
I mean,
this is Godzilla, king of the motherfucking monsters.
Okay, so
I've never seen any of these like reboots. I feel the last Godzilla I saw was the Matthew Broderick from 2000.
Okay, cool guy.
Like, I'm pretty
sure.
Well, you didn't watch Godzilla -1? You didn't watch
No,
Godzilla
I didn't see that.
-1?
No.
So I just gotta say about this trailer, this is one if you can listen to audio on this. What you're hearing is that woman gives a monologue
Lara
just like
Farmiga.
Taken, and then Lara Formigas. So on top of her on top of her dialogue is like there's this beautiful song.
Go ahead, Austin. Sorry.
There's this beautiful background song. So that lady who Jared just loves, she's giving this she's giving this incredible speech, and there's this music, and you're about to see just a shit ton of monsters. I mean, this movie trailer, like I mentioned this at the top. There are some movie trailers that I watched in public for the first time, and they made me emotional. I will not pull punches. This movie trailer, like the way this, oh my god! Right now they're just building. I mean, they're just building right now. Look, what the fuck is that? Is that Ghidorah? Is that? Oh, and she still give her diatribe. It's like, holy shit! And Jerry, you got to see some of these movies. They do kind of suck. I'm not gonna lie. They do kind of suck. But this movie trailer fucking hits. Look at this. You're just like, oh my god, is that DC exploding? What do you mean? It's just in chaos mode.
Was this the first one since the Broderick one?
And you're just like, oh my god. And by the way, the musical score on this is absolutely stunning. The musical score on this particular that scene where the bird thing does it. I mean, this is a beautiful trailer.
It's a pretty good movie.
Look at this. Hold on. Tubi, go back 10 seconds. This is what I call the crescendo. The last 10 seconds of this fucking trailer, or 20 seconds, look at that. He screams and then jet fighters fly past him. I mean, dude, I'm getting goosebumps right now.
Right here. Full screen. Here we go, folks. Folks. Jets fly by.
Godzilla.
No, that is not the first one.
Yeah. When I saw once I saw Ghidorah, I was like, Dora, however. I was like, oh wait, no, this is the first one.
All right. So Nick D, real quick, let's go back to the board real quick before we get more into Godzilla. Jerry put Jurassic Park in 7.
Okay.
And then we just watched Dark Knight, and he felt Austin talked very strongly about it. And he put it in 3.
Yeah, because he mentioned this before the show, so I agree. And then I'll say this: top three. Okay.
Well, I put it. Well, Jared, I put it in.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no. It's just I don't know. I'm saying it's flexible. Was all.
It's flexible. Okay. And then now we're on Godzilla.
My mom called. I wanted to make sure everything was okay.
No.
And then,
good,
but I will say,
yeah,
coming in, I can hear the excitement. Like I can just tell, like he really liked the trailer. I only caught the last.
I think this is also top 3. I think this is also a top 3 one.
I think that's a great assessment because I
even
heard
maybe 2.
The excitement.
Yeah, this one there was lots of excitement with the build up, all the monsters. He liked it.
Yeah. I mean,
Tubes is frozen.
I remember
the page is. Am I frozen?
No, I didn't know.
The page is frozen. I could see the OverTheShow page.
I definitely remember, like, I didn't remember this trailer, like, going back and looking at it. I'm like, oh, yeah, I kind of remember. But I definitely remember being hyped for this movie, being like another, like, all right, we're getting another Godzilla. I like the ending of that last one, of the one before this, where like the 2 bugs.
Are there YouTube videos that you go back to, and when you're just feeling certain when you watch it? Like you're just like
I watched that, and I know it's like this is an unpopular thing, but that in Batman vs Superman, that Ben Affleck scene where he just like kicks the shit out of all those henchmen. I watch that scene like once a month.
No.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, with the tier list, but I'm working on it.
It's Justin's fault, isn't it? So.
I like what you do, saying how you get a bad trailer in a good movie. I feel like that's a thing for sure.
Right. So one YouTube video I always go back and watch, similar to trailers, right, is the Office when they do like that impromptu rent scene. You know, when Michael's character is going away and they do that big musical scene and they copy the rent.
Yeah.
Like it's like 1 million seconds thing.
What was
you
that?
didn't know they were gonna do that. He had no idea they were going to do that. And I've probably watched that video like close to 100 times. And I will say some of the trailers on this list I've watched a few times because the feels, man. Yeah,
dude. For real.
Is this open up? Huh.
Donnie broke the screen, didn't he?
No, none of my windows on my Safari play. Let me reopen my Safari.
I feel like I don't know for sure, but I feel like I remember Hereditary having a trailer.
Having what?
A good trailer. Because don't they show him like bashing his face in the desk? Like, isn't that the big crescendo that like you're talking about, where there's like the moment where it like turns? It's like, doesn't he just like bash his face? It's like, oh, they're just giving you that one.
So
I don't know.
Jared.
I don't remember.
Hey, how did New York
sir.
feel after the Yankees lost?
I don't know. I wasn't out. I think people were sad. I don't know. I definitely didn't go out. It's kind of like, I'm not dealing with that.
Now, first of all, you know my LA Dodgers, they won the World Series. Like, you know, we're all
Yeah,
Dodgers.
I'm a Dodger fan.
Hey, Dodgers.
We're all Dodgers fans now. Let's just put this all to rest. You know, so LA, they did it. It's
Yeah, I agree.
they got it.
Me and Austin talked about this at the last A's game, and we agreed that we are now Dodger fans. So
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
We have to find new homes, Jared. We can't be nomads. We can't just be Twins fans.
No. Got to be closer to them Dodgers.
Okay, so after all those technical difficulties, we are back, and we were putting the Godzilla movie.
Godzilla.
Folks. What were we? I'm sorry about all those technical difficulties.
2. Let's put it at 2.
We're putting Godzilla at 2. Wow. This is getting very interesting, Jer, now that you're putting Godzilla at 2.
At 2.
Jurassic Park at 7. Godzilla at 2.
From Jurassic Park to Godzilla.
All right.
Baby.
We're not taking age into account or anything of the sort, I guess. But all right.
Is Nicholas D here?
Yeah, Nick D.
Can you not hear me?
No, we couldn't. Do you want to adjust that 2 movement by your brother at all?
No, because again, the excitement.
Can you hear Nick?
Yeah.
Oh, Austin can't hear me. Austin,
you can't hear him?
I can't hear Nick. Can
here,
Jared
I'll be
hear
right
Nick?
back. Let me.
Do you have him like muted? If you right click on his little box.
No, he's gone now.
He's gone. Oh, and he's back.
Sorry. We could all hear you. It's just Austin, so maybe Austin muted you.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mute this.
Can you hear?
Testing.
He's talking right now. You can't hear him. Are you serious?
Did I?
No.
I don't know what that's.
I mean,
yeah, there's no way I can just mute myself to Austin.
No. I don't know what the fuck just happened there. That's weird.
Huh. That's
Austin, can you leave and rejoin? Let's see if that fixes it. Okay. Sorry, folks. We're technical difficulties on technical difficulties. All right, Austin, you're back. Turn your camera back on. Looking sexy. And can Nick D go ahead?
Testing, talking.
We're good.
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Sorry, Nick, if you were talking and I was just ambling, my bad.
No, not at all. I had no idea. There was natural pauses. Like I would say something, you would say something. I didn't realize you couldn't hear me. That's so weird.
So let's get interesting, boys. You guys thought Godzilla?
So are you? Yeah. Whatever.
Let's
we're
go,
good. Yeah, Nick didn't want to move anything. Yeah.
Nick didn't want to move it. Nick was happy. Let's go Pacific Rim.
Dude, I've been watching clips of Pacific Rim lately. I'm hyped to watch the trailer.
You've seen Pacific Rim, right?
Oh yeah.
Fantastic film.
I want to watch 2. I've only seen the second.
Austin, give it your rant.
Jer hasn't seen Pacific Rim. Jer, what is your?
I haven't seen a lot of these movies.
You should see it because Guillermo del Toro wanted to make Evangelion, couldn't, like, whatever reason it didn't work out, so he made this. This is just Western Evangelion. Like, yeah, I'd watch it for that.
Yeah, I've seen enough to know I don't need to watch the rest.
I saw it.
You know what you should do? Watch the fights on YouTube. That's what it is. Just watch the fucking robot. Sick.
The movie's not that bad. But go ahead,
I don't know.
Austin.
The whole
Austin,
dual piloting
I feel
thing
like Austin's just
didn't care for.
Austin, are you frozen or are you just
I-
watching the fucking trailer?
I think he's just watching it, or he's super bummed with me for not having seen these.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is he frozen?
But now you can judge
Is
this
he
trailer
frozen?
as on its own.
Okay, I think he was frozen. Yeah,
I think he's frozen.
he might have left to go like throw up at how sick he was of me and my attitude.
I thought
He's back.
that was so funny, bro.
Yes.
He's back.
Bro, you were frozen in the funniest fucking position after what you said
Yeah,
about
he looked
Jer.
disgusted with me. Yeah.
Oh God. I'm sorry, guys.
Austin,
For the
go
miscues
ahead
that
and
I've-
like ramp up this film though, bro. Give us the rundown.
So also, I mean, I'm gonna try not go into the movie, but the actual movie is like it's one of those movies. It looks like it's gonna be stupid, but it's so much more developed.
Yeah.
Like the storyline is unbelievable on that movie, and then where they take it, like where these kaiju's are coming from, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's
Like I like
it's
this
just-
world. I like the whole thing set up. Yeah, I'd love a show of this, but
Oh, yeah. I mean, it felt like this is me kind of going more into the movie. It felt like the first time they made
the
like
boat
a
is a
good
sword.
version
Oh
of-
my god,
Yeah, I can't. Can I not see the trailer too? I'll sort this out too. Oh yeah. So okay. So I can see the trailer now. Okay. So we're just getting to the numbers.
damn. This,
I'll start it over, Austin.
No, it's all good. What do you guys think? I'm sorry. My lag is silly now.
no. Like I think it's a good trailer because it's like
Here you go,
it's
Austin.
just chaos, and it's like you know how like you were talking about how like they're showing all the good stuff, like all the fights. It's like there's so much fights in this movie that it's like they're showing so much of it, but it's like there's still way more. They're showing a lot of the stuff, not everything. Yeah.
No, not
feel-
even. Yeah, not even close.
I feel he likes the movie more than the trailer, so I'm gonna even say like this is like the bottom 8, 9, or 10.
How to Train Your Dragon
Okay,
is a great
interesting.
show.
Okay, you're playing the meta game where you're like he's talking more about the trailer. Okay.
Yeah, a
Okay.
little bit. Like the trailer, I
Okay.
feel you weren't like again. I think you said the movie was better. That it's just like I don't even really know what's going on in that movie. They really are just focusing on like, hey, big robots and fighting. Like I have
Chaos,
no
yeah.
idea. So I don't know if they're explaining with the voiceover.
Yeah.
But no, there's a formula to what he likes. He likes
likes
the
beautiful
dance
chaos.
of
So what are you
like
putting this?
the bottom 3, like 8, 9, or 10.
You also have
8. Yeah, again, I'm not, I don't know yet. That's the thing is but see, it's an action movie. That's why I think that's the one thing holding Joker back. Joker is not an action movie. That one might be the surprise honorable mention. But anyway, okay, what's the next
Don't
one?
let that hinder your opinion. Don't let. These are all action movies, in my opinion.
Okay.
Movies with
that's
violence.
Fair too.
Black Friday deals at Walmart, folks. Let's talk about
Get
it.
him.
Nick D,
Can
let's
I
talk
ask?
about it.
Is there a narrator for this? Like in this trailer? Oh, this
For Kill Bill?
This
Kill
is Kill
Bill.
Bill
Yeah, 'cause-
2003.
because I feel like we can assume this was edited by Tarantino. He seems
No,
like the kind
didn't
of
he
guy's like,
always-
no, I'm gonna do the
Didn't
trailer.
he always use the
No?
chick, that same chick?
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
That
So Uma
okay.
Thurman's throwing dialogue over this,
Okay.
and this movie is heavily influenced by by the way, they're gonna say this. This is the 4th Tarantino movie. So at that time you had Pulp Fiction. Well, you had Reservoir Dogs, you had Pulp Fiction, and then you had Jackie Brown, which was like kind of Dudley. Like Jackie Brown, some people love it the most, some people don't. But either way, you knew Quentin Tarantino goes hard in the paint. And then this movie, you're like, oh my god, like the filming and just this is another movie where it's all about the crescendo and there's this over dialogue and it's just a lot going on. And I remember seeing this, and I'm more of a Tarantino fan now than I was before this movie. But I remember being like, holy crap, this is gonna be good because Jackie Brown, which came out before this, wasn't that good. And you're like, oh my god, he's going back to his roots and then some.
Jackie Brown, maybe when you were that age, wasn't that good, but looking back on it now, it's a fucking good film.
Yeah, but
I'd
I
argue
do love Jackie Brown.
I'd argue
Love
better
Jack-
than this.
Oh, I mean,
I love Kill Bill 1, but there's always been something about Kill Bill 2 that I've always just
Kill
liked
Bill
a little
2's
bit.
better.
Like I feel like Kill Bill 2 vibes are like completely, and I'm like, I really like, but I love 1. Like,
October 10th.
Guys, I can't disagree more. Kill Bill 1 is the one for me.
That's the one for you. Okay. Because 1 is a kung fu movie and 2 is a western.
Yeah,
I feel you do just watch them together.
Dude,
it's kind of a like.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Because in 1, I love the story, the like when they do the anime of Lucy Liu's character.
Yeah,
and like kind of go through that.
Yeah.
Like that was so cool.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't know. There's stuff in 2. I don't.
Do you
Yeah.
remember watching this movie and they went into the anime scene and you were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And it was the same people
like,
as the Animatrix. Yeah, and it's like, and the Animatrix come out like right before or after.
Yeah.
I think this is like on the higher end of the middle. Like this is definitely a top 5, I think, for him, but I don't know where.
Yeah, we could do 4 just to start. Yeah, filling out a
Yeah.
few spaces. I don't know. He seemed to like it a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Because
we still
again,
have, what,
he
4
basically said
movies?
this is the Tarantino trailer that like really got his attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like
I
clearly
should remember that.
he's like,
Yeah.
oh, I became a and this is the trailer
Okay.
that got me.
Okay, it's good to know. What else we got on there?
What's that orange one?
On here or down below?
Down below.
Down below, we're gonna go.
The Phantom Menace.
We're gonna go right now. You know what? Fuck it. Phantom Menace it is, boys.
Tubes, do you know just George Lucas cut his trailers? Do we have any insight on that? Is this a Lucas?
I
don't
think he does.
Okay, I'm sure he's got a.
Maybe
he probably uses like the biggest name in the business.
Hey, on this first one though, because this is the first movie he wrote and directed, and like he spent all the money on. He might have cut this first trailer if this is the original first trailer, or at least he was in the room telling them. Yeah,
exactly.
About this trailer, there were 2 very similar trailers. By the way, I mean, I will say this I think is the alt version because there's one trailer I've seen that's very similar, but it has Darth Maul where the 2 lightsabers come out as like a lightsaber staff.
Yeah.
And I remember being like,
that's the one I remember.
Yeah.
I remember, and I almost feel like it's like the Mandela effect, but I remember the 2 lightsaber. This is very close, but I remember like gripping my chair, being like, "What the fuck? We're talking about 2 lightsabers."
This is the first
one.
I remember when this trailer dropped, and you had to go to the theater to see it, and that was a big deal on its own.
Yeah,
it was just to go to the theater to see this trailer. I remember going to the theater to see something. I can't even recall what. And I wanted to see whatever it was, but it was partially to also see this fucking trailer. This trailer for me would be number 1 on my own list of like what mattered the most.
Does anyone know what is the first like musical reference they make in the trailer? Is it the na 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 na? Like what song by John Williams?
I can't. I think it's his own.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He doesn't use a familiar Star Wars because it's just like first Star Wars movie since.
I think it has the intro part, like you're saying, Nick, like the classic like noises, but then it goes into its own like version of it.
Okay.
See, this is the long trailer, Oz. This isn't the first teaser trailer.
Can you Google first trailer?
I tried to find it. I couldn't. So this is me sending it, but
regardless, we get the general reference.
Well, and remember what underlies like what George Lucas, this movie was all about: visual effects, storyline, but also THX as the sound, right? And so I remember seeing this movie or this trailer and the pod racers.
Yeah.
Like you can't mimic that pod racer sound in a movie theater. That woo, 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 woo. You're like, holy shit! And there's something about hearing a lightsaber crack off in a movie theater that's like nowhere else. And that's why when you saw that like just fucking double saber, you're just like, dude, I'll fight anybody right now.
No, Nick, it's its own original new song.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, boys. Phantom. I also love this poster. I have this poster. I love this poster. I don't know why.
So this isn't the place to do it, and I'm sure you've done it before, but Phantom Menace has got to be top 1 or 2 for me.
Well, we'll do that
Maybe
at a
top
different
3
time.
of my
Austin.
Star Wars movies.
Where are you
but
boys
the
putting
Phantom
it?
Menace hits.
Am I going up or am I going down?
That's a tricky one. Part of me is almost like, just leave it at 5 for now, because it's like I feel.
We got a lot of movies on there. I'm gonna say, we'll go to the top real quick. Let me see what.
What's number 1? I can't see that. That's too.
Number 1 is nothing.
So yeah,
Godzilla is number 2.
So let's move. Let's switch Dark Knight and Godzilla. And then what are we talking about again?
Star Wars.
Phantom Menace. Let's put that at 3, and let's put Godzilla down at 5.
With Joker 1.
Yeah.
All right. How you feel about that, Nick D?
I think that sounds good.
Yeah, I feel Godzilla. You liked it, but it's like, I don't know. It's
all right.
It's not holding up.
Well, let's throw a curveball in there. Austin, why don't you take the floor on this?
Oh man. So this is the Joker 2 trailer.
Yeah.
I think Nick said he hadn't seen this trailer. I watched this trailer 5 times in a row. And by the way, I haven't seen this movie, and I've heard that it is a legendary flop. You have got to watch this trailer with the volume on, because actually, by the way, I had no idea the Joker 2 was even coming out, and this just popped up. I think they kind of knew it was going to suck, so all of a sudden it was like, here's the sequel. By the way, there's those stairs again, Jer. They just backgrounded a little bit. But like this movie trailer is fucking beautiful. I mean, you think it's like, you think like in this crazy world, it's going to be this musical.
It is a musical.
And he's talking. Oh, I know, but you think it's going to be, again, I haven't seen it, but it sounds like it's just the worst fucking movie. And stop, right? But this beautiful trailer, he walks out, he's delusional, he sees Lady Gaga, there's this. And by the way, the song for this is What the World Needs Now is Love, Sweet Love. Like, and it's the slow version, right? And then it just cuts to that, and it's like, what do you mean they're outside dancing and like it looks like this movie looked like it was gonna be so good. I mean, look at that. I mean, you're like, oh my gosh, are we about to see, like, I want the third right away. I mean, look at this. This looks like it's gonna be so good, because the first movie was nuts, and then you're like,
I'm not to interject, Austin, but I disagree, because they're also not showing. They keep just showing him and her. Like, I haven't seen the film, but you need more characters to make a good movie than two.
Look at that. I mean,
it's just him and her.
You wonder if they're gonna stay in this. Oh, by the way, this scene right here, I probably watched like 4 times, because I mean, as far as cinematography goes, and I know this movie sucked, but like, look at that. That's just.
Yeah, I mean, that is.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, I like that. That last shot is very like. Yeah, well, they won an Oscar the first time. It's it is what it is the second time.
Well, that movie trailer, in my opinion, is peak golden era right now. Like, where they are very much so, like, it seems like directors are taking control of their trailers, and they are making them incredible. And they're making them so incredible that it hides the fact that the movie might be one of the greatest flops of this decade.
Yeah.
All right, boys, with all that being said right there, where do we put Joker 2?
I think it's up there.
I don't know. We'll go on.
Because it's new and it might have recency bias. Like he said, he watched it 5 times. This movie came out last month. I think he really likes it. And so is it high up because it's kind of new? And like you said, he's like, this is the golden era. This is number 1? I don't know.
For now, let's put it at 1. Just to... Because even though, as you said, you haven't seen the goddamn movie.
Yeah.
But,
so in a weird way, it's perfect for him, because he's like, oh, like, I like this thing. And like, it hasn't been ruined by reality.
Okay. All right, boys. There we go. So we have. Let's review what we have here right now. We have Joker 2 at number 1. Dark Knight.
Trailer.
Yeah, these are all
These
trailers.
are trailers.
These are all trailers, yes. We have Dark Knight at number 2. We have Phantom Menace at number 3. We have Kill Bill number 4. Right now, for the time being, we have a tie at 5 for Joker 1 and Godzilla King of the Monsters. We have John Wick at 6. We have a tie at 7 with Taken and Jurassic Park, the original. And, of course, we have everyone's favorite fucking DVD, Pacific Rim Revealed, at 8. We have 3 more movies to go. We have 2 open slots and nothing in our honorable mentions. So let's dive into it. You know what? With these last 3, we're just going to go 1, 2, 3. So it is Battlefield Los Angeles. I don't think I've ever seen this movie.
Is this The Rock? What is this?
No.
So okay, so
this
pause
is a
real
great
quickly,
trailer.
Tubi. Pause real quickly. Real quickly.
Cameron Austin.
If you guys can listen to this on audio, I mean, this movie trailer made me emotional in public.
What's it called?
Because
Battlefield.
It's called Battlefield Los
It's
Angeles.
Battle Los Angeles official trailer number 1. The one that we're looking at is uploaded by Movie Clips 13 years ago. It has 1.9 million views. Nick D. Go ahead, Austin.
So this starts off in the way that I love it's going to. And I'm just going to preface it. They're going to give you like these weird alien sighting photos, and then the rest of the trailer is just scene cuts and this really weird song. It's like it sounds like Radiohead, the distortion he'll put on when he talks. Like sometimes he'll have like these, if you ever listen to Kid A or something, like it's a weird thing he does. There's no over dialogue. You don't ever hear people talking or chaos or gunshots. It's just this first part and then music and scenes. And I've seen this movie. It's a pretty cool movie. I'm gonna watch it again because I've been watching this trailer recently. It's a very interesting concept, but this one hits. I mean, just for so many reasons. If you can, yeah.
Oh, I'm already watching it. My bad. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna start on.
I'm listening to it. It's the it's like a vocoder. It's like the I Monster voice. Like it is like that voice is really cool.
I mean, so you're starting this, you're like, okay, wait, so we have like alien introduction. So there's like, okay, did you Photoshop these? Whatever. At least the audience would be like, oh, we're gonna talk about aliens. And then you're like, oh, this is gonna be like a super alien movie. And then you're like, ooh, Southern California, what's going on? There's and then LA, and you're like, I don't know what's happening. But all the while, there's this foreboding music in the background, and it's that Digitech sound. You're like, whoa. And then of course it does all the things. It starts slow, and then it just starts to roll, dude. It turns into beautiful chaos quick. Oh, and also has Aaron Eckhart in it. So again, I love me some butt chin.
This movie.
Oh, but it also has Danny Masterson. Ooh, I don't know.
It's also got Letty,
because they didn't make more of them, did they?
I wish they had made dozens of these. I mean, I just love I love it.
I have not seen this movie, and that trailer was like, I'm like, how did I not see this? I want to see this.
We just got a hot comment in right now. It says, "Who let this Seahawk fan on the pod?"
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's either my roommate McTwin, or that might be Nicholas DiStefano.
Handle name is Slammin' Samsonite. I don't know.
Welcome.
I don't know who that guy is. He sounds cool. He sounds pretty cool though in my book. Oh, that came out close to my birthday.
That trailer.
I don't think I saw this movie, dude.
I definitely didn't see it.
It's pretty good. I actually this. You know me, I'm a big Wikipedia guy. I'm too lazy to go to the movies half the time, so I'll just Wikipedia.
Did they make
if
more
I'm not
than
interested.
one though, Oster? What?
They didn't. Bizarre enough.
I'm looking to see where.
And I will say, he
did the Ninja Turtle movie. 2014.
It's a half decent movie. It's
I thought
good.
that was.
It's got its problems.
He did Wrath of the Titans.
I think I saw that. Paris, France.
That Brad Pitt Killing Room. Is that Brad Pitt? No, that's not Brad Pitt. I don't know why I thought that was Sir Nick Cannon's in
He
that
was in
movie.
Killing Me Softly, though, Brad Pitt.
Oh, that's probably.
Do you see the aliens in it? Austin?
Yeah. Well, man, you gotta see the movie because I won't ruin it. But they're not what you think they are.
Ring.
They're not like an organic being. They're like robot cyborg beings. I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's a cool. Right, so you kind of see some stuff going on in the background. By the way, this cool juxtaposition where and instead of like chaos music, it is that weird, like you really gotta listen to this with the soundtrack on. All that chaos was going on, but it's this quiet interlude,
like it's very
music.
chill. Yeah.
What was that movie we liked? With
Edge of Tomorrow, Live, Die, Repeat.
No, where they fucking
with
love that movie.
They time travel, but it's really that they're on drugs.
Oh, Bliss. Is it a part of the Blissverse?
This feels.
Yeah.
Battle LA feels kind of blissy. Am I wrong to say that?
I'm into it.
Isn't
it's probably the same
premise of Battle LA? Aren't they like doing a thing out on the water, and then the aliens put like a bubble over LA, and they have to like? Isn't that what's going on in it or something? They're like
in Battlefield LA, in Battle LA.
Yeah.
No, it's a world takeover.
Maybe you're thinking of Battleship, sure. Remember there was that Battleship movie?
Oh yeah.
All right,
yeah.
Battle LA, boys. Where we putting it?
I don't know. This one,
it's like fuck.
He said he got emotional.
I don't know.
The first time he saw it.
So I will say, Taken and John Wick. One of those is an honorable mention because they both fulfill the same role. Is this the first one where he's like, this is like a music video. There's a song, and we're seeing clips. So it's like, I'm assuming this is in the top 10. Like, I don't think this is not on the list.
Let's put Taken in honorable mention because, like, again, that was a good one, but the trailer was a little boring. And then where did we put Battlefield somewhere?
No, we have Battlefield.
I'm fine with it being at 9 for now.
Yeah, I do think it's on the list, but I don't. Yeah, I don't.
We have Battlefield at 9. You're fine with that? Okay. All right.
He liked that. That song is cool too.
Okay. So right now we're getting really close to the end here. Before Austin, we'll do reveals, which will start at the bottom and we'll go to the top. Okay. Right now we have nothing at 10. We have Taken now is in the honorable mention. Battlefield in 9. Pacific Rim Revealed 8. John Wick 7. Jurassic Park 6. Nothing else has changed throughout the top. Okay. We're looking good, boys. Okay, here we go. 2 left. We will go Inception Field first.
I mean, they're the same director. I never saw Tenet.
So, Jared, let me ask you this. I was originally going to say between Godzilla and Pacific Rim, we put Pacific Rim maybe the honorable mention because I think I think these are both the same thing, but Godzilla did it better. And then when it comes, and then we have to assume it's the same. We have 2 Nolan trailers. So one of these is going to be on the list and the other not, I assume? Or do you think he would have 2 Nolan? Well, let's hear what he talks about. What am I talking? I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's hear what he talks about.
Do you want to make those moves right now with the other ones, though? Or no?
No. Yeah, let's. I'd rather hear what you have to say and then.
Okay.
So Nolan is like, I mean, his cinematographer is just the master, right? And I think Nolan probably controls his trailers. And I just remember this trailer. I think it came out, 2011? I was just about to graduate college.
2010.
And like YouTube was 2010? Okay, well, YouTube was readily available. And I remember, I was actually like, I was definitely in architecture school, and then you see this thing where it like involves buildings. I mean that opening scene, right, where they're folding up the the wall. You see, like, what do you mean a train's going through public? And then you start to see all the CGI with the exploding stuff. And for the time, this type of graphic, this type of thing hadn't been done. I mean, we let Doctor Strange kind of, dilute the sensation that this movie had. But I watched this trailer, had to be 22 times. I mean, just
Fuck
you're like,
you,
what are
bro.
you talking about?
Fuck
This is
you.
number one.
What?
This is the number one.
No,
Pop this up to number
hold
one real
on.
quick.
No,
He's
no,
throwing out
no.
quick jabs at poor Doctor Strange over here. That movie's hell years later. Roll the fuck up.
Well,
All
but
right,
I'm
continue.
saying,
I'm sorry. I'm
but
sorry.
the idea
I'm sorry.
that, but
I'm
the
sorry.
idea that,
I'm
like,
sorry.
okay,
Go
let's,
ahead.
like,
Go ahead.
like Inception said, like, let's fold reality, and then, like, you see Doctor Strange and the quantum of phantasm.
That's
and you're
hell
like,
years
well,
later.
this
That's like
is
a
cool,
decade
but
later,
overall-
though. It's a decade
Yeah, okay,
later.
John. I guess this is your podcast. I guess you can just.
Tubes just gonna edit it how he wants.
I do want to make this. I'll say this much.
Hey,
This
I
is
have a
not
deal.
my
I have a
number one
fucking
movie.
sponsorship with Marvel. God damn it! And they're not gonna allow me to say that shit.
Yeah, but look at that scene. Look at that. You're
I
like,
know it was. I
see
love
that.
Inception too. Go ahead, continue to talk. Austin got inspired by this trailer, and that's why he changed his college fucking degree to architecture.
No, I
'Cause
was way into architecture at this point. I was way into.
Oh,
He
really?
quit and started over. Nope, he started over from this movie. He wanted to be Leo.
What was that actor I
did.
told you me and Sadu were talking about that went to architecture school with you? What was he in? Sadu,
Hey,
are you
Arnold?
still here? No.
Thor.
Oh, yeah. He was in Harold. He was.
No,
they-
no, not that guy. Not the fucking Hey Arnold guy. There was a different dude. I called you the other day about it. And I was like, look this guy up. He went to school with you. He was a year above us.
Oh yeah, he was an architecture
I
student.
forget.
Yeah.
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
But I live with the
Hey
guy
Arnold,
who was
yeah.
Home Alone 3. No, but he was also the actor in Home Alone 3.
All right. Inception,
Besides
boys. Let's fucking get to it. Where do we think Austin puts Inception Field?
I feel that might be his number one.
Chair's going that it's his number fucking one. Nick D, you have anything to say about that?
Yahya Abdul Mateen,
Wait,
the second.
Nick
Him.
D, you're
He went to
muted.
UC Berkeley. He might have stepped away. But was it him?
What was he in?
Yahya Abdul Mateen.
What was he
I
in?
think so.
he
Tubi brought him to my
he w-
attention.
He's Dr. Manhattan in The Watchmen.
No, it was somebody more recently. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
The TV show Watchmen.
Was he in something else recently?
Probably.
I lived with Alex Lynch.
Sadu's agreeing with me.
Was also
That's who we talked
the
about, Sadu?
Home Alone guy.
Sadu's agreeing with me.
And
And Ruth
what show were we talking
Bancroft.
about, Sadu? What's his newest shit, Jerry?
Let me look, pal.
Guy,
Hold
While we
on.
wait for Nick
Hold
D to
on.
return.
bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I do feel Austin talked very highly of
He was Black Manus in Aquaman.
Aquaman. Yeah.
He went. That's right. He went to school with Austin. He was Black Manus in Aquaman.
And he's Morpheus in the new Matrix Resurrection.
So Austin, you think Inception
Candyman.
number one?
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling.
Where'd I put it?
Was I muted that whole time? Oh.
Yeah, and we tried telling you.
Yeah,
We thought you walked away.
Cheers going to Inception.
Oh, and I was
one.
like, I didn't walk away. I'm right here. And then you even said like, okay. So like I get it lined up where I thought you acknowledged. Fuck.
No, yeah.
Witness me.
I've been talking. I've been making such great points, Austin. You would have been very proud of the things I was.
Wait, so
I mean, I'm always proud of
Inception
you,
number
Nick.
one,
Just-
Nick T, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, for sure. That's what it was too. I was like, yeah, for sure. And you're like, all right.
All right,
I don't know something.
Inception number one, and we have one more trailer to watch. You guys wanted to watch that first before we adjust?
Yeah. Let's watch that first, then
Alright.
adjust.
And it is Tenet. I only
Never
saw
saw
this
it.
once in
So-
theaters. Go ahead, Austin.
So if I watched Inception 20 times, I watched this 21 times because uh because this was the first post Batman trailer from Christopher Nolan. He's just been Batman for almost a decade. And then, or I think he did Inception. No, I'm sorry. He might have done Inception in between the Batmans. I could be
he
wrong,
did.
but I remember this came out and it was like, whoa. And again, the cinematography and what you're not hearing is the dialogue. And then you see this movie, and then I watched this trailer like 4 times because you realize things are going backwards. Like they're about to show the scene where there's a floating frigate or whatever, and it's going backwards in time. You're like, what am I looking at? Or that part where they're going up the wall, and you're like, what is this movie going to be about? It's like where time stands still, and you're like, you're trying to figure out, like, is this a time travel movie? And Inception, you can't really, or sorry, Tenet, you can't really categorize what it is because sure, it's time travel, but it's like that scene, by the way, when that door opens and it's different like that, and then this all starts to happen. You're like, what is going on? And I got caught up in how they were like filming it and what they were doing. By the way, Michael Caine, he's in
Love Michael
every
Caine.
single. Michael Caine's
I
just
still
a
don't even
gangster.
know. I still don't even necessarily this movie. I will say I've seen it and I've read about it online. I still don't.
We all saw it
necessarily
together. I
understand
remember.
it. I don't.
I
This right
feel
here,
like
like this.
I feel like I get it big picture. You know what I mean? I couldn't even tell you what this movie is about, but I think I understand how time it. You know what I mean? Like, I need to see it again. I want to see.
Yeah, we should
After
watch
watching
it.
I've read.
It's a dope trailer. It's a dope trailer.
This
I
scene.
have read like this. I mean, this is amazing, right? You're like, what do you mean? And then, right, this guy comes flying out. There's this bullet. It's just, I mean, this one because I try to figure out what's going on. And I've read stories about like, what is it? Patterson. What's his whole name? Pattinson. James
Robert
Pattinson.
Pattinson?
Robert Pattinson. Dude, his story arc in that movie where they say like where he's involved once after, because if you see it twice, you watch it and then watch it again and you're like, how did he do this? And people have reconstructed that character's, I forget what they call the thing where they go and they invert themselves in time or whatever, and they're like, his movement through time, if you track it, is nuts. Like,
That's dope.
it's yeah. Anyway, that movie trailer
It says it's on Hulu. I'm gonna like definitely rewatch.
Where are we putting it, boys?
Oh,
Tenet.
Jay, I was thinking about it because there's also Dark Knight on, right? So it's like I am starting to think: are there 3 Nolan trailers on this list? Do we think that like these are his favorite trailers?
Maybe that could be a indication.
Because it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, those don't feel like honorable mentions. Where it's like, is Jurassic Park just an honorable mention at this point for a bygone era? Let's pop down Jurassic Park to honorable mention. Let's free
Just
up
to see how it
a
looks.
slot.
Yeah, let's see how it looks.
And then am I moving Godzilla?
we got 2 number ones, right?
We got a lot going on here, boys. We got
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, let's just okay. Yeah. Dang. Okay.
I just want to remind while Jer's thinking, I just want to remind folks at home that this tier list is live on tiermaker.com. Anyone can play it. You just got to search Austin McMasher top 10 action movie trailer tier list maker, and you will find this. And you can determine what your favorite Austin trailer tiers are. Go ahead, Jer.
By the way, Tubes, I'm not a McMasher. I'm a terrible. How dare you mix me with Addison?
Go ahead, Jer.
Stop scrolling around, pal, and go back to so I can see it all. The top at least. Okay, yeah. So we definitely. I feel Joker 2. But we're gonna have to bump that down. Maybe that's
an honorable mention. I don't know.
Nick D, earlier Nick D, hold on, just to point out, Nick D, your argument earlier on that, just to remember, was that it was the most recent film, so you thought fresh on his mind was what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still feel that's gonna be top 5.
Okay, and that's why for a second I was like, but does that mean it's even on the list? Like maybe that's just the new trailer that he likes.
You're right
Like,
there,
I don't
Nikki.
know.
You could be onto something there too.
Let's
This is where the show gets interesting, folks.
bump.
I don't think maybe Joker 1 is then the. I don't know if there's 3 Nolans. Are there 2 Todd Phillips? Opposed to like 2 Tarantinos, 2 George Lucas's.
There's only one Tarantino, one Lucas.
Yeah, and that's why I'm just like, I don't know if there would be
got a Spielberg,
2 Todd Phillips. But again, we also have to like. It's like I keep assuming
Nick
that
seems like he's leaning at putting this right here. Just for the sake of this, I'm gonna move Godzilla to 6, right? Just for the sake of this right now, boys. It sounds like Nick D's saying the 2 Jokers, he's putting them together right now and going Todd Phillips versus Todd Phillip.
Let's move Godzilla.
Okay.
I guess down to 10 for now, just to
Godzilla
get it out
down
of
to
the
10
way.
for now.
And then
put.
Go back up real quick.
Back up.
Oh wait, no, maybe that's what it is. Pacific Rim. Maybe we take Pacific Rim off and put Godzilla with. Because do those fulfill the?
Pacific Rim's an 8 right now.
Maybe maybe one of those. Put John Wick at what was that, like 4? Did we free up 4?
4 is Kill Bill.
So then move Kill Bill to 6, and let's put John Wick at 4.
Okay.
I don't think there's going to be 2 number 2s. I think the top 3 are all going to be singles. So it's like, and I don't know. I don't know if
everything's a single. Everything's a single.
Okay, that's good to know.
So
yeah, I don't think Phantom Menace is going to be top 3 anymore.
Okay.
So maybe move Dark Knight to 3. I feel he liked Tenet more.
Okay. I mean, from what we've heard, this makes sense. Like Nolan, something.
John Wick.
I think he likes Nolan.
Okay.
Is it Nolan, Joker?
I could see Joker, Kill Bill, Phantom Menace at like 7.
Okay.
That's not at all.
Let me zoom out. That is what you said, Chair.
No, I never said John Wick at 7. I said.
Well, you just said John Wick was here. But then you said
I didn't want
Joker,
John Wick
Kill
moved.
Bill. Okay. So then you're saying.
So take. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Jared's going.
And then.
Okay. He's not done.
And so he said. And you said they're all single, so we need to move Joker too.
I mean, my instinct, I don't know though, but just like my first jerk reaction is we get rid of Pacific Rim and we put Joker. Like, I just feel like the way he talked about everything, I'm now just not so convinced that Pacific Rim is even on the list. Like, I think he likes it. I know he likes the movie, and I think he liked that, like, it is just a very, like, frenetic and frantic trailer, but maybe that's the on. That there's no, like.
Godzilla above Battle Los Angeles.
Okay.
Let's put Battle Los Angeles 10.
I think they make this more fun because I'm loving how this is all breaking down. I'm sure Austin is too. I think as we start off at 10, if you guys want to adjust anything above as we're going, because you have 3 in the bottom too, and we won't reveal what the honorable mentions were until the very end. We're not going to reveal the honorable mentions to the very end. And we will...
Yeah, no, I'm fine locking in. I don't want to rearrange this later. I don't care that much.
Okay. I was trying to make it more interesting. I was just trying to make it more interesting. Okay.
I'm good on rearranging.
Okay. And so we're happy. So what you guys think it is starting from the top. For you guys, we'll go. You think Austin's number 1 film, trailer is Inception, then Tenet, number 2, 3rd Dark Knight, 4th John Wick, 5th, Joker 2. 6, Kill Bill 1. 7, Episode 1, Star Wars. 8th, Joker 1. 9th, Godzilla, King of All Monsters. 10th, Battle LA, with the honorable mentions being Taken, Pacific Rim, and Jurassic Park. The first movie Austin has in the 10th spot, folks. Can we get a drum roll? Soundbite? Let me get it going here. Oh, we don't have that. All right. Austin's number 10 is, ladies and gentlemen, Jurassic Park is in the 10th spot.
Nice. Good trailer.
Austin, anything you want to say about Jurassic Park being in the 10th spot?
I mean, I remember it as a kid. I remember watching as much as I could, but it doesn't have the same tropes that the modern trailer has, which is just, well, first of all, it's widely available. You can watch it over and over again on your phone, right? But it doesn't have the same scoring and the same pace. And if you watch that trailer again, you'll see they disperse crazy action from finish, and you're just like, whoa. As a kid, fuck yeah. But as a modern era trailer lover, it's gotta be a 10 for me. But damn, does it hit?
And that is number 10 on the Austin movie trailer tier list. Coming in 9, we have Kill Bill.
Okay.
No, we don't.
Okay.
I'm incorrect. We have episode 1.
Okay.
We have episode 1. I'm incorrect. I jumped ahead. We have episode 1 coming in 9. Austin, go ahead.
I mean, it's kind of the same thing. If you go back and you watch that trailer, it doesn't have the same pacing. It doesn't, it doesn't. And by the way, I don't think I got the totally right trailer, but it doesn't even. It doesn't have it quite like
I love that trailer.
The golden era has it. Well, yeah, I remember when that movie trailer came out, people went to the movies to see that trailer. I think I definitely did, right? I mean, and the sound and everything. God, it was amazing. But I would argue I was more emotional about other movies than this, and just trailers.
This for me meant the world. This would have been my number 1 on at least emotion. I was so juiced to see this. Okay, coming in 9th, or my bad, 8th, Kill Bill.
We're starting to see a similarity, right? Where my top picks.
It's going new.
It's on. Yeah, it's a scale of modernity. Yeah.
A little bit. I mean, I feel like trailers are just getting
better. Yeah. They're little.
I mean, dude,
movie.
Yeah. The scoring, the way they make them, and I think because we're in the social media era, they're really good about getting somebody's attention 2 minutes or less. I mean, they're really figuring that out. And these new trailers, steroids.
Okay, and that is why Austin put that in 8th. And coming in 7th, this one's going to be a crazy one, boys and girls, is Dark Knight.
Okay.
Coming down from where you guys had it in 3rd. Austin, any reason why you want to explain why that ended up in 7th?
I do acknowledge that I loved this trailer, but I also got caught up when I was rewatching this trailer how much I love this movie. I mean, and so movie, like it's oh my god. I mean, the whole idea of the Joker planning to get caught, like everything that leads to that scene and blowing up the body. I mean, so when I'm watching this trailer, I'm like, I was stoked about it to start. And then I'm like, I'm definitely showing some bias. So I had to throw it down the list a little bit further.
For sure.
All right. And his number 6 is John Wickerfield. Coming in 6.
Where did we have it?
You had that in
we
4th.
Called it?
4th.
Oh, okay.
4th. So far, you guys got
anything right.
Anything right, yep. I will say this, boys, real quick. You had some of them in the right slots, and then you moved them around.
Because you fucking were chipping around. You sure about that? Pal.
All right, go ahead, Austin.
I mean, this is another movie like The Dark Knight where like I was so stoked for this trailer when it came out, and it just epitomizes a good revengeance movie where it starts out where you're like, oh my god, this is gonna be just a horrible version of the Fast and Furious. I mean, it's just this looks so stupid. And then it escalates. And hot take, Fast and Furious isn't that great. But that's if Kay hears me say that, she'll fight me.
Yeah. That's great
And
that's your bar.
But I mean, but it starts off innocuous, right? Like you think you're gonna
Yeah.
hear like yeah, some stuff, and then it just escalates quickly. So yeah, it's a killer revengeance trailer, and again, I started kind of getting mixed up in my feeling movie, but I remember being stoked about the trailer.
Okay. So that was Austin's number 6, and coming in 5. It is Taken in the 5th spot, which you guys had
top 5. Yeah. Where did we originally have that?
You had it.
We had that.
You had it at 5.
That was number.
Taken.
Okay, but wasn't it just number? Because wasn't that the first one? So we just put it in the middle.
We had it in the middle.
Yeah, I think. But yeah, right in the middle. Yep.
For a long time, it was there, in the right spot.
Yeah.
Which I was like, that's when I started throwing curveballs and shit. Go ahead and Austin, anything you want to say about Taken?
That's crazy.
I didn't rig anything.
Well,
they got it right. Better throw them off.
I can say what you're about to see in the next few selections is what's unfortunate about this discussion, but it's why we couldn't really have it, is the musical scoring mixed with a monologue or lack thereof. I mean, what you have is just this perfect hot sticker of a movie, right? Or all you call a trolley egg, where it's got a crunchy outside and then you hit that sour and then you get that sweet. I mean, it just gives you so much, and it hits on all fronts. So you have texture, taste. I mean, anyway, to get back to it, Taken, the monologue in this, the monologue, which is the monologue of Taken, right? Which is, I have a special set of skills and I will kill you. I mean, this is such
sounded like Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
It kind of does. I mean,
that was very Gangs in New York or something, right there.
They were, and they're both in Gangs in New York. Yeah.
Well,
interesting.
All right. Coming in
he's the father.
He's the priest.
He's Leo's dad in the opening scene. Yeah.
Coming in the 4th spot, we have Tenet.
Okay.
This.
Did we get that right?
No, you had it.
No.
You're close though.
It's got me stoked. I mean, the cinematography, just chef's kiss, and then trying to figure out what's going on with the trailer, and then also again, I have a thing with Christopher Nolan. I mean, like he's just gonna make a very cool fucking movie. Yeah, and you're trying to figure out like, wait, is this a time travel thing? Like, is this not? What are we talking about? And this one, it's just got it. It's just got it for me.
All right, and now we're at the top 3. And I'm going to say this, and I mean this with all love and respect. No one was ever going to get the top 3 because these top 3 movies are the most ridiculous top 3 fucking movies you could ever think. And here we go. Starting off with the 3rd one. Austin puts Joker 2 in slot number 3.
I do. I looked this up just now, but Jackie Deschanel's version of What the World Needs Now, I mean, that overlays the background of this. You have a delusional Joaquin Phoenix. You think you're going to get a prime Lady Gaga performance, which apparently sucked. But you think you're going to get this movie that expands on this weird world. And you were kind of hoping that, like, I mean, I've read about the movie, but you were kind of hoping, like, oh my God, are we about to see just like this dude just evolve to the next level of craziness and become a supervillain? Or crazy as the first one was. And it's so sad that the movie just flopped epically. But this trailer, I mean, the music, and again, the cinematography, it's just, it's good. It's good. In fact, they should just scrub the movie from the world and just put this trailer out, because the trailer, it's so good.
I bet there's a good edited. Like Yeah, I think they could totally do that.
A good cutout.
Turn it
I
into
don't
something
know.
else.
The second they
something else.
said it was a musical, it's like, nah, that's absolutely
cut it all out.
not.
And then
Like,
you could
I don't know.
do it all, like,
They lost me
in the
the second
song.
they did that. And then I don't know if I saw any trailers, but if I did, it's just like, I don't know. That's not what I wanted at all. So like they never had me. Again, the second they said it was a musical, and then the trailer was just like, dude, what is this? This is just, I don't know. But again, I do agree with Nick's take of like, I kind of feel it was Todd Phillips, like, kind of fuck you to the fans of like, he's not a hero.
The Tarantino theory. Tarantino being like, Tarantino saying he loves this movie because it's a troll job.
Yeah.
Hadn't heard that.
Yeah.
All right.
Tarantino has a wild take on it.
Let's jump into number 2. Austin put Godzilla,
Which is Godzilla.
King of the Monsters in the number 2 slot.
Where did we originally have that? Did we have that at like 3 or 4? Was that also top 5?
You had
before that, like when we initially put it.
You had it in 9th just now.
But before
I think it started
that,
out as like 2
down,
though. I don't know if it was
like,
at
I remember
1,
we had it up there
2.
pretty high, at least top 5. I feel.
I think you had it at 1 for quite some time.
Maybe it was 1.
We'd have to rewatch the video, but which is
number
sad
2.
that I already forgot. But yeah, it ends up in number 2. Austin, anything you want to say quickly about Godzilla?
My favorite video game of all time is Shadow of the Colossus. I have a weird love for.
Wow, what a dope call out, dude.
I mean, I have a weird love for humans versus giant beings, right? Like just Godzilla-esque creatures, right? And then this is another one. I implore anybody watching this, go watch my top 3 trailers, turn up the music full volume with headphones. The musical scoring on this one, coupled with this scene where, because if you remember, this movie was because there's previous Godzillas and King Kongs, and they only did Godzillas and King Kongs, and all of a sudden you get all the monsters. You get Ghidorah, you get Mothra, you get I forget the bird one. I mean, it's just like, oh my god, dude, is this just gonna be? And then also the music scoring, the way there's this one scene where the moth opens its wings and the music peaks at that moment, and you're just sitting there and you're like, dude, just take me for this ride. Like, let's just go. And yeah. So as a person who loves a good large monster movie, this one hits. The movie itself wasn't that great.
I want another Cloverfield. I want more like giant.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, I heard you. I think you dropped. I think you dropped for a second.
I just got this crazy email that you could buy this arcade unit for fucking, and it comes with all these games. Nick D, check this out. You need this in the house.
Is it a Raspberry Pi thing?
I don't. It's a arcade up one.
That many of those games.
What? But like, what is the what? It's only $400. What are the guts? Like, is there a Raspberry Pi? Or does it say it's emulation?
I don't know.
I'm sure it's just a little.
I'll send you the info. But how dope would that be to have at the house? Wait, is it only 1 controller? Oh, it's 2 controllers. It's pretty cool. Look at all the games.
Everyone in the chat, if we can all drop $50 to $20 each,
so
20 to 50, yeah.
We need this. Anyways, all right. So Austin had Godzilla at number 2, and drum roll.
Wait, all right, wait, hold on. So it's it's Tenet or what is it? What could number 1 be?
It could be Inception. It could be Joker.
Oh, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Here,
Inception or Battle LA.
I'll move these to the bottom.
Dude, he loved that song, but he loved Inception. It really, it's like we've gotten them all wrong. We're 50-50.
It could be any of these 3 at the bottom.
I mean, I feel we're wrong.
I don't think it's specific.
Probably Battle LA at this point, but I'm locking in with Inception. I'm fine with that.
Okay, all right.
I just feel Tubes is like, it's the wildest top 3. It's just like, oh, it has to be Battle LA at this point. But
yeah, you're right. It's because of the song. Okay, all right, cool. I agree. We're going Inception, but the meta is actually Battle. Yeah. Yeah. I'll take it. I still count that as a win because I'm like, nah, that makes sense.
Battlefield LA is number 1.
Wow.
Battlefield
It
LA.
is.
Let me move this Inception to the bottom. So, folks,
It is.
Wow,
real
those
quick,
are the
you guys got
honorable
one right. You
mentions.
guys got one right. Pacific Rim was in honorable mention, and that is the only one you guys got right.
Hell yeah.
I actually feel like that's like what are the odds
Hell
on that?
yeah.
Like they're probably still pretty good odds. Yeah. Like
I feel our list wasn't terrible. Everything just had to be moved down a bit because of the whole how modern it was, you know.
And this was 2 hours. Of course, he's going to be a lot more enthusiastic and by 10, he's like, "Yeah, this movie was great. You should see it." It was, he's like, "I've said it all."
That's why I kind of put them in a certain order.
I know we can never do this, but if we had just had a digital, like an audio component, and you could have heard
that would have been that would have been so much better. And like YouTube is whack for not letting
I really need to
that.
watch this Battlefield LA with the song. Really, you're number one.
So now, Austin, put these movies just in order of like 1 to 10 for you, just personal.
Seeing
as movies,
yeah. What
actual movies? Actual movies.
Dude, this is gonna
take your time. Like Okay.
I mean, we gotta move up Jurassic Park, Star Wars, Kill Bill up towards the top. We have to move Battlefield LA, Godzilla, Joker 2 all the way to the back. Inception was better than Tenet, kind of. John Wick is better than Taken, but if I'm in a Taken mood, it's Taken time.
Okay.
Pacific Rim is kind of more sci-fi. Pacific Rim kicks fucking ass.
Yeah.
I don't like Joker as much because it's a beautiful movie that's hard to watch. Like it's kind of like Silence of the Lambs. There's some movies that are good, but I don't want to watch them.
What are you putting in number one out of these?
I think he said Phantom Menace. There was 3 that were just at the top. He didn't say one. Oh, Jurassic Park, Phantom Menace, and Kill Bill, right?
It'll be number 1 and 2 is going to be Dark Knight followed by Kill Bill.
Oh,
the rewatchability. You could watch half-hour increments of The Dark Knight and be like, "Damn, that was good." Just like you could watch each act of Kill Bill and be like, "Well, that was just fantastic." You are gonna buy this game system.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. That's funny that it says X-Men 97.
Yeah. That was the weirdest part to me, is that it said X-Men 97 on it.
Because it's just like some cash grab. Like Marvel probably doesn't even know they're selling it. Like I'm sure. I wonder who's selling it. I wonder how legal.
Up One Arcade or whatever.
Probably.
Wait.
This is your number one trailer? What?
What?
I'm watching the Battlefield.
I got
the Battle Los Angeles
with the song
that comes in like so late in it. I thought there was going to be over the beginning of it. It's so late in the trailer.
Nick D, the email was from Marvel.
I know that there's those. You go to Best Buy, they have those. I'm sure it's on the up and up. There's the Marvel vs. Capcom collection arcade that's somehow different than making it a game. So yeah, like I'm sure they're like, oh, we've got the rights. We're just gonna.
Well, you know what, Austin? Here's what I have to say.
Is there?
I'm sorry, Nick. Go ahead.
No. We don't need to talk about this. It doesn't matter. We're not gonna buy it. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm not buying that.
Yeah, we can move on. Sorry.
I had to show it to you because I was like, damn, it is like if I had a spare $400 right now, I would.
Yeah, exactly.
And put it like behind me, I guess. Like, where would I put that?
That'd be sick.
I don't even know if that would.
The problem is, if you get that, then you're gonna have to get a turtle as well. You're gonna have to get the Simpsons. Like it's more of a problem. It's
then you're going down the road.
I'd rather play with the hand controls that they have.
Yeah.
Well, we don't need to tier more of them. It's already we hit our 2-hour mark, Ost. That's what I figured would happen. That's why I wanted to knock this subject out immediately, rather than doing the Alien movie tier list, which we'll bring you back and have you do on a separate time.
Dude, I'm gonna have the craziest opinions about that. Holy shit!
But that's what I'm saying.
I want to read more of the books by the time we do that, because I read the first 3. But...
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll bring
Also, I got
back.
a trailer question for you.
Yeah, go ahead, Nick.
You know how there's that trope where it's like, it's the musical cue trope. This is like 20 years old at this point, but the dun, dun, and then it's in like trailers, right? And it's building and it gets romantic. Was the Tom Cruise War of the Worlds, was that the first trailer to do that? Because at least to me, that's as far back as I like remember. And I remember thinking like, oh, that War of the Worlds trailer's sick. And it's just that low note that and it's like, oh, what an interesting idea. One note for 90 seconds.
I haven't seen that trailer in a long time. If you saw,
but you hear, but you know what I mean. That thing is like, it's in a lot of trailers. That like audio.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah,
it was like Inception.
It's almost like a slow metronome.
Yeah.
I thought it was starting with
Inception. I wonder like what was like the first trailer to do that. Maybe it was just the Tom Cruise movie that took off that made it like a meme.
I think so. I mean, yeah. At the same time, by the way, I'm trying to search for this Alien comic book series that I loved, and I'm trying to find again.
Well,
yeah. Aliens. I think it's
called,
it old
or is it new?
Let's save the Alien talk. Austin,
dude, bring over a USB. I've got like hell of Aliens comics on my computer. Just like bring over a USB and I'll get you.
DVD Depot.
Oh, yeah, dude.
DVD.
Hell of Aliens comics.
This is This particular one, I remember the quick story. I know what is that? Is that Addison? I know you're going to get out of here, but this particular comic is about this music producer. Like, it's 100 years from now, all music has been done, and then this guy's looking for original sound, so he literally like harvests aliens because like every music has been done. And he's like, I'm going to use the aliens to make music. And it's just like, what the of course they escape and kill everybody. But you're just like, what the fuck? The weird, it's like Song of Swords or something. And it's just
I'm trying to, I wonder if I have this on.
Yeah. That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. It's a xenomorph story? Like aliens?
Yeah, the idea is in the future that all music, and I think even they bring up AI, that all music has been done. Like you just can't recreate music. And so these producers go and look for original sounds because that's how meta it gets. People are just listening to chaos. And this guy's like, let me get xenomorphs and then breed them and like record them. Yeah.
Sounds sick.
As musical instruments.
I love it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Austin, and we'll end on this note because if you say no, I'm gonna just press the end button. Did you watch Alien Romulus after I texted you over the weekend?
I'm going to tell you two things. First of all, it's called Music of Spears is the comic book.
Okay.
Sick.
I have not watched it yet.
Well, that's good that we're not doing the tier list because Austin hasn't watched what arguably might be one of the best. I rewatched it because it was on Hulu over the weekend, Nick D. And
I started it, but I didn't. I got distracted.
Yeah, we can't do this fucking tier list until Austin actually watches that movie because it would just be ridiculous to do a tier list about a franchise when Austin hasn't seen one of the best films.
No, you guys know I'm a big scaredy pants dude. Like we've talked about Terrifier and everything.
I still need to see that third one.
Yeah, I still need to see Terrifier 3. All right, well, let's call this a wrap up. Let's have Austin come back on at a later date. We'll do.
Thank you for doing that, dude. That was awesome.
Aliens. Yeah, this ruled, Austin. It was great subject. I agree with you. Trailers can be the thing too is that I wanted to point out that we never got a chance to say was the editor of the trailer, like that to squeeze a movie
unsung hero
and make people feel something in that 2-minute time span. That's a whole different ball game. It's a real awesome.
Remember
thing to
on YouTube when they used to make music videos of like a Linkin Park song with like Dragon Ball Z fights?
No,
that's like the best trailer there is, and that's what like they should just push modern trailers to that. Dope song.
Yeah, don't get
crazy.
Start on Dragon Ball Z. All right.
Yeah.
Until next week,
folks.
Jerry.